Anyway, that same car looks white. Anyway, I'm wondering, how many of y'all get a Thanksgiving off? Is it the week off? Is it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend? How does that work? Like if you don't like work from home, of course. Or if you do work from home. I work from home. Anyway. Did y'all get Thanksgiving off? What about Christmas and New Year's? What's the regular schedule? I think public schools get off a week for Thanksgiving? I think that's what it was when I was going to school. Public school. I know my dad, when he worked at an office, he would get like Christmas Eve off when we were younger, and then he would say, I have off the rest of the year. I don't know if that's the same situation. Anyway, what are y'all Thanksgiving's work hours? Let me know, because one of these days I'm going to be able to read what y'all saying. One of these days. I mean, I can't do this for forever, right? Anyway, White Honda CRV, a dog walker, has got a car in a different house today, the third house of the 3 houses they parked at White Honda CRV. Pest person coming today. Certainly not looking forward to that. Probably be Sue. Banjo. Got my coffee at the store. My mom and I went yesterday. It was really busy. And we had like a cool conversation after we got to the car on the drive home. Banjo says good morning. Because as soon as we got the groceries, it was under $300 for the Thanksgiving and the week and all that. So we were happy about that. She said it was like $302 or something like that, but she had coupons that she got while we were shopping, so it put it under $300. So anyway, we had a cool conversation. We got in the car and we were driving home. We were on Dreamland, Lock Hill, Selma, and then Dreamland, and we were like, things just seem quieter. You know, we were talking about how we just kind of had like a sigh of relief, like it was so busy at the store. We were talking about how like me, okay, I was talking and she was like listening and being very encouraging. But anyway, well, it's hard for me to see Banjo. I got this car right here. Banjo, where you at? Anyway, oh, there he is. Our conversation was Oh, I certainly can't see him. Isn't that weird how that happens? Ninja likes to hang out here. And now I can't see. Anyway, my mom's and I conversation. I don't want to talk about it right here. They're weird. It's like textbook abuse. Banjo, let's go. Let's go. It's abuse, and then expect some sort of relationship or something. I can't wait to explain it more in depth. But anyway, I'll tell y'all a little bit about my mom's and I conversation on the drive home from the grocery store. Got some Topo Chico. And if you're wondering, it is the White House. Oh, you can't see the license plate? I'm sure 0 mistakes were made. I'm sure this white Honda CR-V is the epitome of elite duty, honor, courage going on here. Banjo, let's go. Banjo. Anyway, so let me know what y'all got going on Thanksgiving. How y'all celebrating? Everyone I have encountered throughout my 35 years living celebrates Thanksgiving, which I think is interesting. Let's go, Banjo. And I'm also wondering, is there a holiday where there's not like any kind of controversial aspect around? Thanksgiving, of course, is colonialization. Pilgrims, that kind of stuff. Christmas is commercialization. Let's go, Banjo. Is there any holiday where there's not like a controversial aspect to it? Let's go, Banjo. I think everybody celebrates Thanksgiving in one way or another, right? And isn't it weird how there's not a lot of songs about Thanksgiving? Tons of Christmas songs. Oh, it's the car that's usually parked in the other house. Right there in the back alley. You see that? Back alley. There's that car. Banjo, let's go. That CPS mirrors did not have to do any work on. Let's go, Banjo. Just in the really busy part of the neighborhood, which is Swandale on the other side of the back alley. Isn't that something? The busy part of the street in the back alley and through some people's properties. Banjo, let's go. And when I mean properties, I mean like the front yard. Of course, here in the back alley, it was their backyard, but it's kind of confusing. Whose backyard was it? Pool net or this one over here? Sweeping leaves, Hong Kong. Because according to the little barrier or runner over there, it's controversial, argumentative, in question. But nonetheless, CPS mirrors went right through that property. Twice, I think. And then perpendicular to each other. They went one this way, going through the fence. And then one like the beam right here. It looks like they dug up all in there. Uh-oh. And someone's up. Was it the Honda CRV? Banjo! Anyway, I can't wait to tell you the conversation, but I just don't want to have it over here. They're gonna make a little loop around. Sometimes that happens. But anyway, I guess you can't see. I'll explain it to you better because it doesn't look like they're finished with the job. And we got this thing right here. So it looks like what they did is on this side, they went down, stopped before my house technically, even though they had all of their work stuff right outside my garage. Probably delivering newspapers would be my best guess. And then, okay, let's see. They went through these fences, and it looks like not on the street part of the back alley, but on some questionable property. I'm not sure who owns this. Which house. Because of the fencing. It's really weird. Anyway, CPS mirrors went that way and also dug right here before this fence. And now it's covered up with dirt. I think that's what they did. Because I saw somebody like in some hole one time. I think when I got home from the zoo one time or something. I put it on my social media. I said, oh no, like digging another hole after they've already did all that other stuff in the street. So twice they went over there on whoever property that is. Probably one for one house and the other for the other, right? Anyway. $12. So, the conversation that me and my mom had on the way home from the store, she was like, oh my gosh, it was like a war zone at HEB. Dang it. I get that from there. Gotta open up a new bag. Anyway. Another day, another dollar. Anyway, if you're wondering, I got this shirt at Walmart. You gotta wait for your treat, Banjo. He said, what? Anyway. So our conversation yesterday on the way home was, we were like, man, we feel so much more calm, in the car. And we were talking about how, maybe some places have a lot of energies. I talked about it like really well. I'm not talking about it very well right now. But anyway, places have energies and stuff. And Banjo, what are you doing? He's giving me the look. He's ready for his treat. You gotta wait. But you gotta wait. Okay, anyway. We're talking about how we feel so much better. Like it was so hectic. And I said, maybe a lot of people were bringing their anxieties about getting all their stuff for Thanksgiving and stuff at the store. And it was like everybody's anxieties and worries and just kind of like, let's go, let's get our stuff, you know, at HEB. And then we were in a different environment, my mom's car. And things just seemed quieter. Things, we were just like, um, we used up a lot of energy, didn't realize it until we got to the car. And I was talking about how, like, I think that's something that's very, like, um, I wish I could have just recorded that conversation for y'all, posted it on my YouTube, because I'm not saying it very well. Anyway, so we were basically just talking about how, like nowadays, some people would call that like an empath, when you pick up other people's energies and stuff like that, and how, maybe that's something that everybody has, is kind of like more of the primitive brain at work, where you're just like picking up on other people's energies and stuff like that, and how maybe in our society now that we don't necessarily value that. Um, and stuff like that. And we're like, well, maybe that's what voodoo's about. A lot of energy transfer, because they did say it's like a major religion, voodoo. Um, and that, I don't know, maybe throughout human history, whatever that is, where you're just can kind of detect, you just feel a lot different from being someplace hectic, and then you get to someplace that's not hectic. We're talking about how maybe, like, that was used to be very prominent in our human history, and now we're at a point in time where we don't necessarily, our society doesn't necessarily, I guess, observe that, or I don't know, talk about it. I'm not explaining this right. Anyway, I just wish I recorded the conversation. I guess the gist of it was, there's just different kinds of energies, and there's a human, instinctual human mechanism that picks up on that, and that maybe we don't talk about it a lot in present modern day society. And maybe one of the reasons is because maybe scientific study about it. I don't know if you can be like, if there's like, that's considered like a social science, or maybe we just take it at a very individual level and call it psychology. I don't know. Physiology. And then we talked about how animals are really good about picking up on energies and all of that stuff. Anyway, I thought it was a cool conversation that we had. It was a back and forth conversation, and it went really well. And I'm just, I guess, sharing that with y'all to just kind of open up the discussion however y'all want to talk about it. If you're just thinking of conversation starters, I don't know. Anyway, happy Monday, 6:32. I gotta get my baby puppy to his steak. Anyway, hope y'all having a good one. I'll talk to y'all later. And I hope y'all have a good one.